Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Let You Down from NF and his album Perception. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. In these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what's going on with this song. On Let You Down, NF laments the struggles he had earlier in his life, and looking back at himself, he felt like he let himself down. This track is similar to his songs Got You On My Mind and Wish You Wouldn't from his previous album, Therapy Session. Just like Outro and Green Lights, NF tweeted the first letter of the track, in this case L, which could have been alluding either to Let You Down or Lie. 9 minutes later, he tweeted out the letter E, largely supporting the thought of it being Let You Down. Okay, just some more information about the song. This looks like an answer from NF from an interview about who the song's directed towards. It says, all my music's pretty personal, but for this song specifically, kind of got two meanings for me. I'm kind of like a perfectionist, and so I feel like I constantly am letting myself down, like nothing's ever good enough. But also, just kind of growing up as a kid, feeling like I wasn't really listened to, or my voice wasn't really worth much. So this song kind of has several meanings for me, but a lot of my music has a lot of different meanings for, different parts of my life. Okay, let's get up into the content. Feels like we're on the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud. I'm sorry that I let you down. All these voices in my head get loud. I wish that I could shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Yeah, it was interesting because in listening to this, I didn't know, because I know there was an abusive relationship from his stepfather, or at least mom's boyfriend. I can't remember if she married him. And then I still don't fully know the relationship that NF has or had with his father. So that's kind of what I pictured, but it doesn't sound, at least to what he's giving over to, that there's a specific person in mind. Although obviously as he's writing the song, there have to be people, or maybe it's just circumstances in which he felt this way. Or, artists also don't have to write from a first person perspective or from a personal experience. They could see something, perceive something, know it's something that people deal with, and write from that place as well. But obviously, this idea of feeling like you let someone down. Yeah, I guess I'm a disappointment, doing everything I can. I don't want to make you disappointed. It's annoying. It's also interesting to think about this song as to yourself, I just want to make you feel like everything I ever do was never trying to make an issue for you, but I guess the more you thought about everything, you were never even wrong in the first place, right? Yeah, I'm gonna just ignore you. So it sounds like trying to please someone, but also this person just realizes or thinks that they've never done anything wrong. There is very much a sarcastic attitude throughout this song. Walking towards you with my head down, looking at the ground, I'm embarrassed for you. Paranoia, what did I do wrong this time? That's parents for you. Very loyal, should have had my back, but you put a knife in it. My hands are full. What else should I carry for you? I cared for you, but... I'm trying to remember within the song, is it trying to speak from two different voices? Let's see what some of these annotations say. In a verified annotation on 2016 song, I Just Want to Know, NF described as trust issues. So, okay, obviously that's something from a different album. In an interview, NF described the meaning behind Let You Down. Okay, here we go. And who he was letting down. It's just about me growing up feeling like I didn't really have much of a voice or I wasn't being heard. Now that I'm an adult, it's just me expressing some feelings I still feel, but also feelings I've worked through. Through my life from being a kid to a teenager to being an adult now, it's like when you go through those phases, when you look back, you look at it a lot different. Like when people say you look back at your past when you're older, you look at things differently. It's such a real moment for me right now. This song deals with NF's relationship with his family as well as how he feels he's let himself down. NF has mentioned his poor relationship with his family before, like in his track Dreams, also in his track My Life. These verses describe how NF feels as though he has let both himself and family down. They also explain the reason for his reluctance to enter into a relationship with strong commitment, feeling like he would just wind up letting them down the same way he feels he let himself and his parents down. Yeah, I mean, it definitely comes from a perspective of feeling like it's a child to a parent. Feels like we're on the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud. Okay, that's the chorus. Yeah, you don't want to make this work. You just want to make this worse. Want me to listen to you, but you don't ever hear my words. You don't want to know my hurt. Let me guess. You want an apology? Probably. How can we keep going at a rate like this? So obvious, very toxic relationship. We can't, so I guess I'm going to have to leave. Please don't come after me. I just want to be alone right now. I don't really want to think at all. Go ahead. Just drink it off. Both know you're going to call tomorrow like nothing's wrong. Ain't that what you always do? Yikes, dude. I feel like every time I talk to you, you're in an awful mood. What else can I offer you? There's nothing left right now. I gave it all to you. Yeah, I mean, again, I think when I first listened to the song, I couldn't help but getting a father-son relationship out of it. And obviously the parent being very toxic, just having a ton of issues, a ton of emotional immaturity. It kind of becomes the place where like the kid feels like the parent. Yeah, don't talk down to me. That's not going to work now. Packed all my clothes and I moved out. I don't even want to go to your house. Every time I sit on that couch, I feel like you lecture me. Eventually, I bet that we could have made this work and probably would have figured things out. But I guess I'm a letdown. But it's cool, I checked out. Oh, you want to be friends now? Okay. Let's put my fake face on and pretend now. Sit around and talk about the good times that didn't even happen. I mean, why are you laughing? I must have missed the joke. Let me see if I can find a reaction. No, but at least you're happy. Such complicated feelings here that he's talking about too. You know, because there are relationships in my life that have to stay at a very shallow place. And there's no easy answers because you're like, well, if you just had an honest conversation, but sometimes it feels past being able to have that conversation, and that you kind of long for something more with the relationship, but then you also kind of don't. And you feel like having the conversation probably wouldn't go over well. And then to a certain point, you kind of get to like, what's the point? You know, why don't we just keep it at this place and it can be what it is, but knowing that it's not really what it should be. That's probably about as far into that as I want to go. Praise God, it's not with my children or my wife, but yeah, those things get really confusing. And so even like what he's saying is like, we're just going to pretend that everything's great, that everything's been great. But in some situations, that's just kind of what you have to do to let the relationship survive and keep the boundaries in place, keep it at a shallow level, and unfortunately, you know, ride that out until it's done. Yeah. And again, even this idea of like being sorry that he let them down, but also recognizing it's not all him. It's a very complex thing that he's dealing with in this conversation, which is really great writing, because I could talk and go on about all kinds of different things within this, but it's just a very interesting song, very good writing to get the wheels spinning. And you've got these two sides that can just go very, very deep. But Anyways, that's my thoughts on the song. Let me know if there's something you saw that I didn't see or anything else you want to say. Feel free to drop it in the comments. But thanks for being with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one. 'Cause we're eating good.